Man, happy Tuesday. Daily Show, 9:01 is the time. We got a good one for all of you guys today. Going to be talking to Sydney in a couple of minutes. 10 o'clock hour, we're going to be talking to American Digital Security. And at 10:30, more great conversations come down the pipeline. I am as under the weather can get, but we got a great show. Eastern Missouri Beekeepers are going to join us too. Man, I'm telling you what, I thought I was feeling better yesterday, and then by yesterday evening, boy, my boy, got hit by a left jab by Mike Tyson, you know? It woke me up a little bit. We'll take you to top of the hour news now. Here's what you need to know. Make sure you download that RiverBender.com app today, and you can follow along with me all throughout the day, whenever you need it the most for your daily dose of local. 22-year-old Marquand Knight of Alton faces multiple felony charges after authorities allege he shot a man during an incident on February the 7th at a residence in the 1300th block of Lawn Street in Alton Acres Housing Project. Court documents list charges of aggravated battery with a firearm, home invasion, both Class X felonies, along with aggravated discharge of a firearm and felon in possession of a weapon. The victim was treated at an Alton hospital and later transferred to a St. Louis hospital in critical condition. Knight is being held pending a Safety Act detention hearing. Police continue to investigate. A 17-year-old male is in custody after being arrested on February the 1st in connection with the fatal shooting of 28-year-old Shannon O'Brien, according to St. Louis County officials. The suspect was remanded to St. Louis County Family Court and faces allegations of second-degree murder, armed criminal action, and unlawful use of a weapon. Police say O'Brien, who had family ties to Edwardsville, had previously attended Edwardsville High School and died at the scene. Officers responded to reports of shots fired just before 4 p.m. on January the 30th in the 1700th block of Windward Court in Ferguson. The investigation currently remains active. Back here locally, Alton Committee of the Whole members unanimously approved a 5-year agreement for the Godfrey Timberwolves baseball organization to use Diamond 8 at Gordonmore Park. Park and Recreation Director Lindsey Younger will coordinate scheduling so other teams can still access the field through the Timberwolves, though the Timberwolves will receive priority on this. The Timberwolves plan to revitalize the site with proposed upgrades that will fund and maintain, and it will include a new bullpen, batting cage, a flagpole, and a scoreboard. The organization was founded in 2023 and has grown to 6 teams and nearly 70 athletes with potential expansion next year. The agreement advances to City Council for their vote on Wednesday, February the 11th, and that's what's happening around the Riverbend this morning. Let's look at weather. 51 degrees in downtown Alton. And it feels like it's 54 out there today. Plenty of sunshine for all of you feeling good enough to get out and explore. Today, the air quality is moderate at 66. So take a Claritin if you have to. Temperatures today reach 59 degrees and drop down to 28 overnight as we head into Wednesday. On Wednesday, a high of 51, a low of 30 degrees. On Thursday, a high of 49, a low of 31 with a 55% chance of rain. And on Friday, a high of 54, a low of 32. On Saturday, we start our weekend with a high of 48, a low of 37. They're taking that wintry mix out of the forecast. Temperatures are going to stay up, it looks like, over freezing, so we'll just anticipate some rain over the weekend. It could be about an inch. We'll see. That'll just become more clear in the next couple of days. That's a look at your next 5 days in the forecast. Here's what's happening now. It's 51 in downtown Alton. It feels like 54 for time and temperature out there. Call 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, Return Home. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by downloading the RiverBender.com app today. Before we take a quick break and we talk over there with Sydney, you know, RiverBender.com wants you to submit your love story right over here to us so we can showcase it to the region. Because of Duke Bakery, because of Josephine's Tea Room and Gift Shop right there on Godfrey Road, Eclipse Car Wash, Patty's Pedals, Floral Design, Jitlin's on Broadway, Joe's Pizza. There's a lot of great things that we can showcase because of great partners like this. And with RiverBender.com/love, all those businesses come together so we can showcase you guys. All you have to do is submit your story by going to RiverBender.com again /love and share your love story with us. Submit a photo, tell us when you met, and what makes your relationship special, and a memory you have together. That'll be on our website, and you can showcase that to your loved one on Valentine's Day or the days leading up to it. RiverBender.com/love. And once again, thank you to Duke Bakery, Josephine's, Eclipse, Patty Spettles, Jetlin's on Broadway, and Joe's Pizza. We'll take a quick break. Daily Show comes back. More next.
We help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome back. Sydney, how are you today?
I'm thriving. How are you, CJ?
Living the dream.
I know you're tired. I'm sorry. And sick.
It's all good. How was your blog?
My blog, I like to think it was good. I don't know. You tell me. Basically, what I wrote about this weekend is Valentine's Day, as you may or may not be aware of. And what I did recently was a little bit of a Galentine's Day moment, which was very fun. So, Valentine's Day is for the partners. Galentine's Day is for the gals. So me and my gals hung out. And we just chilled and had a really nice night. So that's what
cool.
I wrote about. Yeah.
So what'd you guys do?
So so big shout out to my friend, first of all, who definitely is a better hostess than I'll ever be. My idea of hosting is picking up a couple of pizzas and putting on a movie and just chilling. That's what I did a couple months ago when I hosted Christmas. We just hung out. But my friend did a whole Galentine's extravaganza. So she had all these touches. So basically pink dish towels, red and pink bowls of candy, just completely, I don't even know how to describe it, just completely out of this world. She killed it and it looked adorable. So she did that, and she baked these little heart-shaped cakes, and we decorated them with food dye and icing and edible glitter, which is the coolest thing ever. I've never played with edible glitter before, but I had so much fun, and it was just a really fun night. We made Shirley Temples with sticky cherry candies. It was just really fun. So
that's cool. Well, and I'm really glad that you had the opportunity to kind of kick back back and relax. And have you done Galentine's before?
Yeah, well, me and my friends, we always do like it's kind of weird because my birthday's actually on Valentine's Day, so we do like a little bit for my birthday no matter what every year, which is really cool. I'm very thankful for my friends for indulging me and doing that with me. But so we always come up with something to do around Valentine's Day. But this is the first time we've done like a dedicated Galentine's experience.
That's
so
cool.
It was really interesting. Yeah.
Do you think that everyone kind of had it?
Yeah,
Had a good time
I think so.
and kind of experience, or do you think it was kind of, because like for me,
Or some people are like, this sucks.
yeah,
No,
I'm kind
just
of like
kidding.
one of those people where it's fun, but I'm not really a big kind of sit down person for a few hours or
Fair.
like the experience thing. So I didn't know how that kind of was.
No, I think everyone was really into it. And the cool part afterwards was like, we just, like the best part of the whole thing was just after we decorated the little cakes and had a bunch of fun, we just sat around and like my friend's cats just kind of walked through the circle and sat and purred and that kind of thing. And we just chatted. And that's really, I mean, that's what it's all about, really. It's about just like being with your friends and hanging out. And, Valentine's Day, our culture in general is so focused on like romantic love and partnership and pairings, which like I love that stuff too, don't get me wrong. But it's kind of nice to be able to just spend time with like your friends and just hang out and enjoy
for sure.
like that buddy kind of experience. So yeah.
Are you going to do this again?
I'm signed up. I mean, I don't know if my friend wants to host every year because she went she hit it out of the park, but it seems like it was a lot of work. So we will probably rotate and I'll offer to host one of these years too. But we had a lot of fun. Next year, maybe it's my turn, but we had a lot of fun. And yeah, we're planning my birthday now, which I'm excited about. And we're going to hang out and do
When's your
something
birthday?
fun.
Oh, it's
Saturday.
it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that'll be fun.
So
I'll be old.
how
CJ.
old are you gonna be?
I'm going to be 26. I'm ancient.
Wow.
I know, it's happening.
I'm only a year older than you.
You are, yeah.
Wow.
How old do you think you were?
I knew how old I was.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I thought you were like 22.
Oh, well, thank you.
Or 24. Like I
Thank you.
hell, I don't know
No.
anybody, so-
I'm 1 year younger than you. So no, that's how that goes. No, I'm going to be 26. So that's very old in my mind. It feels old. My body feels old. It's happening. So I'm excited just to hang out and enjoy spending time with my friends. So that'll be good.
Well, I got my time zone corrected. I've been doing this for like 3 weeks. I don't know what every time I tried to log in, it would just say an unknown error occurred.
Oh, interesting.
So we're good.
Oh, good. That's good. Who knows?
Back to blog talk now that I can get this back over and check. I'm not a good multitasker.
No, it's hard to keep track of everything. I get it.
Well, I just think it's cool though that you and your friends make it a point to really celebrate each other and really take that, because not a lot of people really seem to find the time really for that anymore.
Yeah, a big shout out to my friends who, these are a couple of these friends I've known since high school or before. We've been close for years. One of these girls I've known since I was 3 years old, and we just are like still buddies. And then the
Did
other.
you make them take this picture of you?
Yeah, I did. Not for the blog, but I did. There is a picture of me in the blog that was taken, and I was like, perfect, I'll use that for the blog. But no, I've known some of these girls since I was like in elementary school, high school, and then a couple of these other girls I met just through like connections, which it's weird how you like make friends and as an adult, you know what I mean? Like you never know how you're gonna like connect with somebody or when you're gonna connect with somebody. So I just, it's just random kind of how we all came together. But the five of us are really good friends now, and we actually have a trip planned that we're coming up on, and hopefully, and we'll see, we're planning like birthdays and that kind of thing. And so it just is cool that we take the moment to like celebrate each other, and if we're able to do that, that's really cool.
Well, I think so. And I got to ask you, who was the best at decorating?
Not me. Oh. Not me. No, I tried my darndest, but no, I was not the best. I'm not Cake Boss over here. So no, but my friends did a really good job. They came up with some really pretty little things. And one of my friends, the hostess, she ordered these like coquette. Do you know what the word coquette means? Have you seen this?
No.
Okay, yeah,
this is very bizarre. That's a bizarre word.
It's like very popular
coquette.
Right now. Coquette. Yeah, I've never heard of this word. I don't know if it's a real word or if we just made it up. Don't die, CJ, on me. Don't do it.
You.
Don't do it here. But yeah, I don't know if it just was a made up trend or what, but it's very trendy right now. Coquette. It's like very like feminine and pink and like ribbons and bunnies and I don't know.
Think pink when I think coquette.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
I think it's an appetizer for a really long weekend, to be quite honest with you.
Fair enough. Yeah, no. But apparently it's a whole thing. So we were having a very coquette moment.
Wow.
Is, I guess what you would say. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know. But we had fun at the end of it.
I like it. I think this is really cool. So you had your Shirley Temples, you had stick candy cherries.
Yeah, like sticky candy cherries that we put in the...
okay. So you actually did... So did you do real Shirley Temples?
Yeah, like the full experience with the...
You didn't do the kitty cocktails?
No, it wasn't... I don't think we had alcohol in it, but no, we were lame. No. Did you know Shirley Temple actually history article... So we publish a history article of the day every day, and Shirley Temple died today, if you were curious.
Like just now?
No, in like 2013. But still, isn't that wild? So just shout out to Shirley Temple. Side note,
Yeah, remembering her today.
Yeah, I guess. What
Interesting.
Interesting.
Now, with this said, like, how does your family celebrate your birthday with like Valentine? Do they kind of make it always a Valentine's theme?
Well, it's kind of funny because my parents actually got engaged on Valentine's Day, and then like a little bit later, I was born on Valentine's Day, so I kind of ruined their whole like anniversary celebration, because that's on me. Sorry, guys, but so they, now it's different because I'm a little bit older. When I was younger, it was really about like the birthday and stuff, which is really cool, and I'm thankful for that. But now that I'm older, it's kind of like everybody just does their own thing. Same with my friends, like we don't get together on my birthday because people have like their partners and stuff like that that they wanted to do Valentine's Day with, and so we do that. Yeah. But no, most people want to spend Valentine's Day with their partners.
To hell with everybody else.
Well, that's right. I should tell them that. Yeah, this is about me. But no. So we'll celebrate the next weekend and do something fun. But my grandpa, he used to send flowers every I think I've mentioned this before. Mm-hmm. Every year he would send flowers to my mom, my grandma, and me for Valentine's Day, and then, which is very sweet, but it was always like a little bit special thing because it's my birthday too, so it's like very cool. So yeah, big shout out there. That was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we do this? We'll take a break. It's almost 9:20. Already chatting it up for 15 minutes or so. Sydney carrying the segment because I just...
You just feel sick. I'm sorry.
It's all good. We'll take a quick break. Show must go on.
The show must go on.
After this.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? What's good, my guy? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer. throughout
At
all life
Alton
stages.
Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Oh, 922, welcome back. Daily Show. In with Sydney.
Happy to be here.
Thanks for hanging out with me. You know, you're a trooper. I put you through some awful situations with my illnesses.
I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I am going to go, wash my hands, but I'm happy to be involved.
Go stop by the Max convenience store and get a bottle of Listerine or something.
Yeah,
That's what Dr.
something.
Green says to do. If you're
Listerine, really?
If you ever think that you're around somebody that was sick, right away go put some Listerine in.
Really? That's interesting.
Yep.
Who knew? Okay, well, shout out.
Dr. Green will be back on the show on Thursday.
I look forward
and
to it.
we're going to be talking about Heart Health Month with
Yes.
Associated Physicians Group, just like we did with OSF. You know, you have a busy day today. What are you doing?
Yeah, I am busy today. I'm running all around. Well, What's Up Downtown is tonight, first of all, which
That's
is
right.
exciting. So go to the Wedge or just view it on RiverBender.com. Stream it. We will be streaming. So that'll be cool. And then that'll be interesting. I always kind of enjoy those meetings and hearing a little bit about what's up downtown and what's going on. So that'll be fun. And then I'm going to a couple of elementary schools today to hang out with some students and see there are a couple of different things going on and some donations happening and some, I think I heard a little rumor, a little birdie told me that Fredbird is visiting a local elementary
Wow.
school. So yeah, so I will be
The
there.
Fredbird.
The Fredbird. And it's not about me, but I hope I get to see him. I'm excited. So that'll be very fun for me. But yeah, no, so it's a busy day, but that'll be good.
That's fantastic. Well, I think it's really cool that you're always you work harder than I do going
Not
around.
true, but I do get around a lot, which
You
is
do.
kind of fun.
So how is everything with the Main Street Board? I forgot to ask you.
Oh,
'cause you're-
good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, no, I actually recently joined the Alton Main Street Board, which is very exciting and an honor and great to be a part of. And yeah, we're just jumping in, starting. So I haven't gotten too much started yet, but I'm excited to be a part of it and see what happens next. So it'll be fun.
I like it. You know, so going into this weekend, what are your hopes?
My hopes.
Like if Sydney could do a perfect birthday weekend,
Okay.
what would it be?
Well, let me tell you what I am doing, and then we'll tell you, and then
Yeah.
I'll say that's pretty good. I'd say that's a pretty good birthday weekend. But
Okay.
no, I'm on Friday. I'm doing a candle making class with a couple of friends. And,
told me that, yeah.
I'm excited about that. That'll be interesting. I'll let you know how that goes. And then I'll see some family on Saturday, my actual birthday, which will be fun, and probably Sunday do nothing. But next weekend, me and my friends are hanging out. We're going to the Fox, and we are going to see Phantom of the Opera,
Man.
which is my favorite.
That's right. Didn't you go see this already?
When I was like 14, I saw Phantom of the Opera.
What did you just see at the Fox?
I saw The Outsiders not too long ago, twice, which very
snappy
Jets,
show.
Yeah, very West Side Story. No, it was very good. Highly recommend if you get the chance to go. But my friends and I, we were able to go for free to see The Outsiders, which was amazing and very thankful for that. But we went ahead and splurged on the Phantom tickets, and we said we're gonna be in the room.
Are you doing the box?
No.
That's right, because that was like $60,000. Yeah, it was crazy. No. That was an annual thing.
No, that was a big, wonderful adventure.
That was a once in a year, once in a lifetime.
That was great. But no, this is definitely like we just want to be in the theater. Like we don't care where we sit. We just want to hang out.
Is that when the chandelier falls?
Yeah. So I'm so excited. Yeah. So the chandelier typically falls, or I don't know, at least in 2014 it fell. I don't know if they do it the same way every time, but I can't wait. I'm really excited. I think we're going to have a pretty good view of the chandelier too, because we're like up a little bit, which I think is going to work out for us. So I'm excited. So we'll see what happens. I'll fill you in. I'm sure I'll bother you about that and tell you all about it.
Like I said, I just love the fact, Sydney, that you guys really have a really cool friendship, because like honestly, there's people I know, like I would say that I have friends, but I don't have like a friend group.
That's fair.
And I never really have. That's just kind of been me, where I just always with soccer and stuff, I never really had time to really connect for more than a summer.
Yeah, you were busy.
Sense.
Yeah.
So like, like the neighborhood group and all that. And then I had like a friend group in high school. I think I should need to miss after high school though.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like with work and everything.
It's hard.
That's where I'm at. It just becomes hard. Because like I said, in high school and all that, totally friend group and everything, it wasn't but just afterwards, like it's cool that you guys have kept up or you've added to. And
yeah,
it's
we're very
really
lucky.
Nice.
But yeah, I think that's actually a really good conversation to have, just about the like making friends in your 20s and like keeping friends and stuff, because it's hard to do when you're not in school anymore, or whatever, and like you work in a multi-generational workplace, so it's not as easy to make a group of friends. And so
like I got the baby now too. I got
you're
Stella
busy,
and this, family stuff.
You're very busy. You got different priorities going on. Yeah, it just is hard. But I'm actually in talks with a therapist through OSF to talk about loneliness in your 20s and making friends and stuff like that.
They're doing a lot with
they are
with that.
It's really cool. So we're gonna do a story about that. And also, I mean, shout out to groups like Hainer Library that do like things where you can get together and spend time with each other.
Did I tell you about this? I know I shouldn't. Speaking of OSF, and I because they're a great partner of us.
They're really cool.
But this weekend Friday, we took Estella to urgent care.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that we were going to take her to an urgent care, and they told us the only opening was for 7 p.m. and we tried to like go at 11:30.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Which takes away from the purpose of urgent. So we went to that prompt care. Seriously, we were in and out within 15 minutes. And they had a pediatrician on site.
That's really nice.
So, I don't know, it just made me think, because you're talking about the therapist stuff, just one last plug for OSF and their prompt care. If you're sick this winter and all that, like, we're going through at the house.
Yeah, you guys have got it going on right now. But daycare will do
We're
it.
Getting there. But so what are you by the way, are you a part of the RiverBender love stories? Are you helping write those? Or?
No, that's mostly been Dan, but it's been really fun watching.
I wanted to talk about those.
Yeah, our content director Dan Brandon, he's been writing a lot of those, but it's been really fun reading them and seeing what people like their love stories. I just get a real kick out of like reading people's love stories and asking people like, how'd your parents meet and that kind of thing. I just find that really fascinating for some reason. And yeah, it's kind of fun reading those and seeing people's memories pop up and all of that stuff. So it's great that people have been submitting them, and so I recommend people continue to submit them, because why not spread the word and spread the love? It's great. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, and I just think it's really another way that it's a great community aspect of it. And really with the last couple of years, you've been doing a lot of the school board stuff and really being out there in the community, but this is a different side of it, where you get to be more personal and see that and see it have some success there too.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. This is kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I really enjoy in like a in a not enjoy way. I don't know how to say it. I find it interesting to read like the obituaries too, just because like reading the
okay, I get you.
yeah, like reading just what people did with
And
their lives and
accomplished
accomplished and that kind of thing. It just is so interesting to hear about like people in our area and what they came up with and what they experienced and stuff like that. So this is a happier version of that because it's love stories.
Yeah.
But it just is a great experience to hear kind of a different side of our community and see the personal side of our community. So I really get a kick out of that. Yeah.
It's Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah.
And, this would be a great time. Go to RiverBender.com/love. You can submit your story there in a photo, and Dan or the team will take care of you and all that fun stuff. When are you seeing Fredbird?
Very cool. Fredbird is at 1:00, so I will be there. I'm excited for that. But yeah, I actually have kind of a busy week ahead. So I don't know about you, but yeah, I have a lot going on. A lot of people to see.
I got a lot of exciting stuff. Today I was so bummed. I didn't want to go to the business council meeting. I woke up, like I told you, not feeling good, and I always do the show.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be literally dying, and this show
You're
will go
still
on.
here, yeah.
And I got an interview at 1, but after that, who knows what happens with me today.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're just feeling so sick.
But I just didn't want to go into a crowded room and
infect everybody.
coughing everywhere and then making people uncomfortable and all.
That's fair.
No. But tomorrow got a really important meeting. I don't really want to share it yet.
Yeah.
But because it's a partnership. I don't want to say advertise, but it's a partnership thing, and it's with a really cool mission
That's
behind
awesome.
it. Been working on it for a couple of months now, and we're gonna go present that to
Very cool.
the people that would be a part of it. So that'll be fun.
You're busy too, then.
I got a couple of meetings this week to keep adding to the team of partners that are putting this show forward. So we're going.
That's the behind the scenes of Riverbender. Is like what's going on
and
with
then
you.
Last week,
me,
we were sick as hell at home.
Yeah, you guys were.
And then it's like trying to get off. I still had meetings.
Yeah, you were busy.
I wasn't here, but I was making phone calls.
You were making things happen.
And it's good to see you guys upstairs still keeping the ball moving though.
Yeah, we're still going. Yeah, we are. We're busy. We're getting a lot going on. You've had a lot of people on your show that we've been keeping up with, which is great.
Can I ask you something?
For sure.
Do you like Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would probably have a different opinion of it if it wasn't my birthday, because it's my birthday, I always joke that like no matter what's going on in my romantic life, I'm still having a good day. So
that's true.
That kind of helps. But I think it genuinely
my answer last year. Do you remember?
Your answer?
Yeah, because I feel like we talked about this last year, and I said I hated the day.
Yeah. What are your feelings now that you have a Valentine?
I mean, every day's Valentine's Day.
Aw, isn't that sweet?
Just in case she's listening. In all reality, I just don't understand the faux pas.
I think it's fun.
I mean, it's fun, but how many days is Hallmark going to create?
Well, that's true. But I think it's fun. Like the pink and red and the hearts. I just enjoy that. So I'm I'm really vibing.
Yeah, and like Jackie decorated the house for it. Like,
nice.
Yeah, we have a little heart-shaped
I bet that's
wreath
cute.
and things,
Yeah.
and it's cool, but it just, it never was. My parents always got us a little box of chocolates.
Aw.
But, and then there's something about... I don't know if they still do the Valentine cards in school.
Oh, that was fun. I thought you didn't like it.
It was fun for certain. I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I had a lot of Valentine cards.
Oh, good for you.
But
they were mandatory to give to everybody.
I want to say though, you didn't have to give everybody the nicest Valentine's
That's
card.
true.
And
you could choose.
I had a lot of nice Valentine's Day cards. Let me tell you.
Good for you.
So anyway, that's where I don't know. It's kind of like a vicious game because everyone has to get one, correct? But, that doesn't mean little Johnny ain't looking over there across the desk and going, well, how come he's got 10 times the card I got?
Yeah, right, with a sucker on it or whatever.
Whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, good.
Do you ever remember like the best Valentine's cards you got?
Oh, I don't know.
Because they used to be good. We thrived at that era.
Yeah, I remember getting to pick out every year, like, what Valentine's cards I was going to get for my friends or whatever, which was really fun. I like Snoopy, so I would get Snoopy a lot. But
I always get funny ones.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
Good for you, yeah. Did you get, like, a candy attached to it or something
that?
Oh, that's nice.
Candy. And
that's the good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'd had to, because I went to St. Mary's,
Oh, yeah.
So we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with Valentine's. We had a lot of fun with holidays in general at that school.
Yeah.
So was there any like one holiday in school holidays similar to Valentine's Day that you're like, you know what, we went all out for?
Yeah, actually, yes. So Valentine's Day was a lot of fun. Shout out to Valentine's Day. But when I was in elementary school at Southwestern, I don't know if they still do this, but at Halloween, they used to do a Halloween parade around Brighton. So literally everybody, it would be mid-school day. You'd stop what you were doing, go put on your costume, and then go walk around the streets of Brighton in a parade. And it was awesome. So that, I will say, that was pretty cool. That was a big shout out. I still love Halloween these days too, but it was a pretty good time. So yeah.
Absolutely. Sydney, it's always great chatting it up
Very
with you.
fun.
I hope I don't get you sick.
Me too.
We'll take a quick break, and I'll come back, give you a news brief. It's 9:35. A little bit of change. Daily Show coming to you next.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Oh, 56 degrees in downtown Alton in February. We'll take it. Daily Show, 9:40, 10 o'clock hour, full of fun for you. We got American Digital Security, learning about the business and the ways that they can help us help ourselves. Then we got the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers coming on. A lot of good stuff today. Couple of things to fill you in on. Here's your news brief. Make sure you download the RiverBender.com app today to stay up to date. Ameren, Illinois says its natural gas system helped protect customers from extreme wholesale prices and price spikes during the winter storm. National gas prices surged as high as $70 per MMBTU during the January 3rd to February 2nd cold snap, but the company delivered gas bought in the summer for about $3 to $4 per MMBTU. Ameren, Illinois reports that optimized storage operations, leased storage, and hedging avoided $78.2 million in market exposure. From January the 23rd through the 29th, the system ran at peak efficiency with no outages. The storm included the utility's 14th highest usage day, and 2.46 billion cubic feet were withdrawn of natural gas. And you can see a full write-up on that in all its entirety at riverbender.com/news. Sydney Sinks is filling us in out of Alton that the Alton Area Church Women United will host their annual community Lenten services while giving back to local nonprofits, starting on Ash Wednesday, February the 18th, and continuing through Good Friday, April the 3rd. Community members are invited to attend 30-minute Lenten services every Wednesday afternoon. All offerings that are collected during services will be given to the Oasis Women's Center and Crisis Food Center. The service runs from 12 to 12:30. After service, the church will serve lunch for $5. The lunch includes a soup, sandwich, dessert, and drink. Proceeds from the lunch will stay with the churches. The free will offering collected during services will be donated. Perkins hopes many people come out to build their relationships with God and the local church community while helping 2 area nonprofits. Services are as followed at Main Street United Methodist, Wednesday, February the 18th. On Wednesday, February the 25th at Unity Fellowship Church. On March the 4th at Tabernacle, MBC. March the 11th at Greater St. James. March the 18th at Open Door Fellowship. March the 25th at First Presbyterian, and April the 1st at Morning Star, MBC, and on Good Friday at Deliverance Temple. You can follow along on RiverBender.com/news to make sure you get all of those dates and details for those services. For our friends in our Metro East Star territory in St. Clair County, the Illinois Department of Transportation announced that lane closures on West Highway 50 at Interstate 64 begin at 7 a.m. on Monday. They did begin 7 a.m. on Monday. Traffic was reduced to 1 lane in each direction for that bridge construction. The lanes are expected to remain in place through early summer 2026. Motorists should be expecting delays on this and are encouraged to use alternate routes during this closure. Drivers are urged to reduce their speeds, be alert for changing conditions, and obey all construction signage, and refrain again from using mobile devices while approaching and traveling through the work zone. You can see a full detailed report on this once again at riverbender.com/news, or you can just download the riverbender.com app today and follow along. Hey, while I have you, let me fill you in on our friends at Precision Point Armory. You know, really excited to have been a part of the team. You know, and at Precision Point Armory, I think it's really important that, you know, they bring safety into the forefront. And whenever we're talking to Ben and we're hearing about just all of the great services that he provides and just getting his background, you know, you get those certified instructor certificates from him and you realize how important the entire process is. Whether it's your concealed carry class, whether it's in one of the other great firearm offerings, Ben's all about doing this the right way and the safe way. You can go to precisionpointarmory.net. That's precisionpointarmory.net to find out all the information about upcoming classes. And Ben will join us on the show throughout the next couple of months and fill us in on ways that we can help us educate ourselves through Ben. He's authorized for so much when it comes to training and how he can help you with over 30 years of experience. Ben brings a lifetime of skill, knowledge, and passion to every class. You can find out more at precisionpointarmory.net. That's precisionpointarmory.net.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Oh, welcome back. 912 Daily Show. And with our friends at OSF Healthcare. Did you guys have a good Super Bowl?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Good. I slept. I'm really glad we do these segments, though, with OSF. Each and every time we have you guys on, it's a really important topic, whether or not we're talking about some great recognitions that were awarded, like the Magnet with Distinction this last year, and great updates in imaging and great new machines and innovation coming in, but also just awareness months like Heart Month. And thank you guys for joining us today. It's a pleasure having you back on the show. And where should we really start when we're talking about February and just taking care of all things, when it comes to the cardiac system?
Yeah, I think February is just, it's a great month to just showcase heart health awareness and, get the information out there for people to know their heart, know their risk factors, and know that we provide, heart health testing right there in your backyard.
Absolutely. And, Fred, whenever we had you on the show last, we were talking about some of the CT imaging that was coming into OSF. And also, I'm going to be talking about today a little bit more of that in a different way. Fill me in on this.
Sure. So with the new equipment also brought some additional technologies and additional scans that we could do. So one of those is coronary testing. It's a CT scan. It looks at kind of those main vessels around your heart, and it gives us an idea if there's calcium, if there's blockages, things that cause heart attacks. So it's called a CT calcium scoring or a cardiac scoring, and it does just that. It scores your heart and what's in those vessels. So it's a really quick test. You don't get any IVs. It's not painful. It takes about 10 minutes. We hook up some EKG leads. It scans your heart. It's a really quick scanner, so it scans between heartbeats, which is really cool. Some neat technology that goes along with it. And then we do some workup on it, and it tells us how much calcium's there, and it gives us a risk factor on if you're at risk of having some cardiac issues in the future. So we look at is it right for you? So are you a smoker, or do you have high cholesterol, or do you have a sedimentary lifestyle? Do you sit kind of in a swivel chair all day? Kind of those things we look at, and if any of those things are you, the test is right for you. You can talk to your doc, get an order. We can get those done within probably a week or so. They're pretty quick. And another bonus, they're cheap. They're like $120-ish.
Wow.
It's looked at by a radiologist, and it gives you those ideas. So it's just a really great test, and it's great to have before you start having issues.
Well, and heart health is something that affects so many of us throughout the country, and so many of us in our own homes. Take me through, really just the impact in that, our cardiovascular system system our heart really does have on us. How many people does heart issues affect when it comes to, just everyday Americans? Is it quite substantial?
It is. And I think what people don't realize is that it is the leading cause of death for both men and women above cancer.
Really?
Yes. And I think women, it's a little bit tricky, and it's important for women to, it's easily dismissed, or the symptoms are a bit more subtle than men and kind of your classic typical symptoms. So, women, it's very important to not blow anything off and listen to your body and trust your instincts.
Well, and a question for you. I know that just talking with some of the providers from OSF, I've asked before, just, some of the younger people that are maybe experiencing some, heart issues. And have you seen that just from your side of things too?
Oh, yeah. I think with our diet, less active lifestyle, and then, excessive alcohol intake and tobacco abuse really have kind of launched the cardiovascular risks in today's time.
It's not just a young person issue, or an older person issue. Yeah. It absolutely happens in young people as well. And you could be a runner and have the issues. You could, there's anything. There's just as much genetics as family or as lifestyle that goes in with it. So like Keely said, it's important to listen to your body. And if something feels wrong, there's something wrong, get it checked out. So
that's so important, because so many times I just talk about, the obvious, which is, maybe the cigarette smokers or the 4 energy drinks a day and not drinking any water or whatever that does to you. I don't know, probably not very good. But, some of the lifestyle issues. But we don't really talk a little bit more about the genetic side of things, and Absolutely. Just as important. And that comes back into this test that we're talking about today too, correct?
Yeah.
It does. Absolutely. If you've got family members that have had cardiac issues, have had heart attacks before 50 or things to that effect. If you've had any family members pass away from cardiac issues, this could really be a lifesaver.
Well, and how do we sign up? What's that process look like as we still are on this topic?
Yeah, absolutely. So you just need an order from your physician. So it doesn't matter whether you have an OSF physician or anywhere else.
That's nice.
You can get that prescription just like you're getting medication from your doctor. You can call our scheduling hotline, 474-4606, and get in and see us. It's very quick and easy, and we get you taken care of. You have results within the week.
And before we take a break here in a couple of minutes and come right back to it, are the symptoms the same, when it comes to, heart issues for both genders? Or does it depend on what we're experiencing, number one, whether it's a heart attack or a stroke or anything like that, or just maybe some premeditated issues? Do the symptoms weigh out to be the same, or does it just depend on the person?
I think going back to women being a little bit more subtle, I think, women traditionally have not presented, with the crushing, stabbing chest pain, the jaw pain that radiates down the arm. It's a bit more subtle. And, I think women, just to speak on that, natural caregivers, and will often put somebody else's needs above their own. And so, tend to kind of blow things off, or we'll try and start ruling some other things out before looking at their heart. I do think that's changing. I think we're, trying to close that gap a bit more, but it's still very much, a prevalent bias.
How early does it start to really maintain, our overall health and tying this into, our hearts too? Because, I'm 27 years old, but, does it start as early as that, just getting baselines and just knowing where I'm at younger, or, at this age? Or when should we really start paying attention to this?
Really depends on your genetics, who you are and what you do. That's always a great thing to discuss with your physician on, I feel a little bit different or whatever. So it's really personalized person to person. It really outlines why you should have a great relationship with your provider and see them on the regular. There's a lot of folks. I myself, until I was in my 30s and even in my 40s, I didn't see a physician regularly.
Really? That's fascinating.
You really, really should, starting early. So there's a lot of things that can be kind of headed off early if you have that relationship.
Absolutely. You guys got a moment to take a quick break?
Sure.
Absolutely.
We're going to pay a bill, $9.21, a little bit of change. We're going to come back. More of this great conversation awaits you right after this on RiverBender.com, Roku TV, and if you listen to it later on Apple Podcasts.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
What's up? It's my Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. Played a little bit of tape. I had to take some medicine. Real quick. Just a news brief for you. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Los Angeles Lakers center Jackson Hayes received a one-game suspension on Wednesday for pushing the Washington Wizards mascot before a game last week. How about that? So he pushes this mascot and literally gets suspended during pregame introductions before the Lakers won by 30 points. What a moron. Real quick, something I won't get to in top of the hour news, but I wanted to fill you in on. This is a story that we've been following on RiverBender. And want to make sure that we keep you updated on this one, too. We didn't get a chance to touch on this in the 9 o'clock top of the hour. Illinois State Police did report Monday afternoon that on Interstate 255, a semi-trailer overturned Monday, and that was near that Seminary Road exit in Alton on I-255, blocking all northbound lanes and forcing traffic to divert if you were affected. This is why the crash reported around 1:35 p.m. near milepost 16 in Madison County, according to Trooper Ryan Wagand of ISP Troop 8. No additional details were available as of today. And then finally, as we wrap up the 9 o'clock hour, the story that we all are following is the shooting in Alton Acres, 22-year-old Marquand Knight of Alton faces multiple felony charges after authorities allege he shot a man during an incident on February the 7th at a residence in the 1300th block of Lawn Street. Court documents list charges of aggravated battery with a firearm and home invasion, both of those Class X felonies, along with aggravated discharge of a firearm and felon in possession of a weapon. The victim was treated at an Alton hospital and later transferred to a St. Louis area hospital in critical condition. Knight is being held pending a Safety Act detention hearing. Police continue to investigate. We'll keep you updated at RiverBender.com/news. We'll take a quick break. Come back with Top of the Hour right after this.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Back. Stephanie roughing it out with me. How's life at the Wedge?
Wonderful.
Well, you know, I think it's great that you guys really are just rocking and rolling on all fronts. It seems like the businesses that are in there, you guys are full and everyone's loving it.
Well, I actually did have a couple offices recently come open, but they outgrew us, which is exactly what we want to see happen.
That's a good problem to have,
yeah,
because you're staying true to that mission too.
Absolutely.
So, fill me in. Next week, Entrepreneurship Week.
Yeah, so Entrepreneurship Week. The Wedge has been open. We're not even a full year yet, right? We'll celebrate our 1-year anniversary in April.
That's so cool.
It's a new year, and we've got almost a full team. So we're trying to do a lot more in programming this year. So that's where Entrepreneurship Week came in, and
I love it. So take me through this. How can we be a part of it, and what are we going to experience all week long?
So we've got 9 different speakers planned. Most of the events are free. There are a couple that have a very small charge, and that's just because we're going to provide you with refreshments. So,
there you go.
But yeah, I mean, just everything from the basics of, some is your business idea worth and able to be grown, and scaled, from to like, are you at the point where you can pitch a VC and you've got an ability to talk to venture capital and look at how you can economically kind of fund and put some capital into things.
Yeah.
So, to just inspiring speakers who've kind of done it themselves. So yeah, I mean, it's a long list, and I hate to.
Well, no, why don't we do? Because I think it's so important to have all the different opportunities there to hear from different sectors, because you get to hopefully gain some inspiration that even if your model right now is maybe developed and more geared towards a regional approach, or just kind of where you're at. There's still opportunities out there to build up and get to a point potentially, if it is scalable, to really grow and do something with it.
Well, yeah, everybody's, small business owners face a lot of challenges as it is, right? But businesses are in all phases can use some help and assistance and networking. And so, we really wanted to. Entrepreneurship Week launched in 2006.
Yeah.
And so it's a congressionally recognized thing. That really is by design to boost the entrepreneurial ecosystem, which is exactly what the Wedge is, right? I mean, we're a mini one. So that being said, John Michelle's going to be speaking. A lot of people know the General,
He's great.
The Social Kitchen and all the great work that he does.
And is that free?
It is.
And that's going to be on Tuesday from 1 to 2:30 p.m. And that's going to kick off the speaking events?
That kicks off the speaking events. First day's a busy day. So, we've got that. And then the Small Business Development Center offers.
They're great.
Through us, all kinds of assistance. Bless you.
Thank you. We're getting through it.
Yeah.
But, Joanne does a great job.
She does.
Over there. And this is going to be Financial Accounting Foundations. And one that, a lot of people struggle with, I think, and really just... if you're nervous about maybe owning a business and never really thought about what does accounting look like, how do I pay my bills, what goes where, what a great place to start.
Well, yeah, I mean, a basic P&L is something that every business owner should know, but oftentimes you go in head first, and that's maybe not worked out at the beginning.
Yeah.
So she's always able to. We're glad to have a partnership with them and SIU.
So what's the Van Gogh entrepreneur?
So Joan Fernandez wrote this book, Saving Vincent. And she did a lot of interviews and research and information around Vincent van Gogh's, I believe it's his daughter-in-law. Don't quote me, because I have not had the chance to read the book yet.
Yep.
But she inherited all of his paintings. And at that point, Van Gogh was, not a name that anybody knew. They were basically, worthless, essentially. And so she's going to speak on not only the book, and what that journey looked like, but how that is applicable to any business and how you can market something properly.
Yeah.
And look what that's turned into. Now we have live immersive Van Gogh events across the country, and it's $1 billion industry. And Joan's got a history of working in that marketing and financial sector too. So
I just think it's a fantastic opportunity and really a great kickoff to that, because it's well-rounded and really, I think, just ties in so many different ways to tackle, our business world.
We hope to inspire people.
Yeah,
I think,
that's all.
And
it
I
is.
think she'll definitely do that.
What a cool way to wrap up the first day.
Yeah.
Who's in charge?
And
of
that's
this?
just day
Was
one.
This you?
I can't take all the credit. We are a team. Scott and I worked very hard together.
Scott does a great job.
Oh, he really does.
On Wednesday, though, this is going to be really cool. So from 11:30 to 1 p.m., this seems like a pretty interactive opportunity. Take me through this.
Yeah, Dr. Mario Hayek is the dean of the business school at SIUE, and he's again, they're a great partner to us. And we've kind of kicked around the ideas of what would be the best thing for him to speak to the audience about and, share his expertise. He is a serial entrepreneur himself. He'll tell you that, self-proclaimed. And, he really wants to work through the business model canvas with people to see, again, is your business ready?
Yeah.
Is it scalable? Is it, how do you make it work?
Where do you fit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Really important. And then take me through the SIUE System Office of Community Engagement, this one that wraps up 3 to 4 on Wednesday.
So it's not been, we've taken a couple months off with the holidays, but typically the Office for Community Engagement does these community collaboration labs through the Wedge. And this particular one is about the Alton Medical District. So we have great hospitals here. We have great doctors. And that's something that's an ecosystem too, right? Mm-hmm. So she's basically inviting the community out, and this is how she does it every month. She'll probably bring in an expert or two and just kind of get feedback from the community on what does it look like? What do they see now? And where do they see it 5 years from now? And how do we all together kind of make that a reality?
Yeah, fantastic. And again, just another great way to kind of tie in every component of what the Wedge is becoming known for too, and tying that into Entrepreneurship Week too.
Sure.
Into Thursday, Scott Rather, correct?
Yeah, Scott is a LinkedIn expert when it comes to marketing yourself and your business. So that's one of those things that I think social media people get intimidated by a lot of those other platforms, or maybe they don't like them because they've turned into something that maybe you don't want to see. But LinkedIn is still a good resource for professional networking and connecting and building your business. So Scott's going to really kind of dive into that with us.
I like that. And this is going to be a really cool clarity-driven workshop that really is going to, I think, help folks just maybe understand another connecting point there.
Right. The value of LinkedIn, right?
Exactly.
They don't realize how valuable it can be a lot of times.
Well, in this one, I think that everyone that's in business or runs a Facebook page or even is in political office right now, how to use practical AI tools to enhance decision-making, move faster, and scale effectively. And I mean that tongue-in-cheek, but there's so many people, Stephanie, that are using AI in, I think, such the wrong way. Just because it saves you time, totally understand. But whenever you post just the AI response and you see these M dashes and come on, who
boundaries and ethics.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like AI is a great tool. You don't want to build a house with a hammer when you have a screw gun, but you don't use a screw when you need a nail. Right. And like AI can't define that. That's where the human element of it is.
And so from 3 to 4:30 though, this is a great way to kind of tie in that human and AI partnership and collaboration with Lieutenant Colonel Jeremiah Castillo, correct?
Correct. And Colonel Joseph Monaco. So they're both retired military, both entrepreneurs.
Wow. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, one that people really need to go. Out of all of them, this is one that really hits me because that's the one thing that I'm seeing right now that is just so not where it needs to be in the most positive way.
It's great as a spell check. It's good to help you formulate ideas, but it's not supposed to do it for you.
Well, and too, the whole point about being a business, in my opinion, is having your own mission statement, your own identity, your own messaging. And it's great that AI might help you kind of along the way if you're stuck, but when it creates your entire message, it's a little bit hard for me to swallow too.
I
so this
completely
is
understand.
really cool though, from 3 to 4:30 to really tie that in and see how it can work for you more effectively and really get that computer element out of your business again.
Well, and these guys have high level,
this is
use of it. You're talking, DOD
God.
and things of that nature.
I couldn't even imagine. It'd make my head spin.
Sure.
On Friday from 11:30 to 1 p.m., the Leadership Development Series will be Values and the Foundation Before Function with Diane Dick, Legacy Training and Development. Fill me in on her.
So Diane is a community member, Legacy Training and Development. We recently kind of decided that we're going to partner with her to do a monthly. So this will be a monthly series. So this is the first of many.
Oh, wow. Wonderful.
So we'll do some lunch and learns. Diane's going to walk through some really actionable leadership skills and development. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and you wrap up Entrepreneurship Week with Before You Pitch, and this is going to be a really good one, I think, for a lot of individuals. What VCs really hear and how to know you're ready.
That's one of the questions we've gotten since we opened the doors.
Yeah.
Where's the VC? How are we going to get capital? And Vic is we've gotten him in the door now, and he's an expert on this. He's a venture capitalist himself. He's made some investments. We're going to do more training with him throughout the year, and he's going to do some office hours.
Yeah.
But this is a good kickoff to those people who say, well, can I get venture capital? Can I get an angel investor? What stage are you at? Are you ready for that? And do you know how to pitch it to them when you get that chance?
Well, exactly. And, I think so many times, it's, man, I wish I had that opportunity. Well, if you did have the opportunity, are you even ready for it?
Right.
That's so important.
Oh, yeah, because you only get one shot, right?
If that.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah, and
so
I just think it's really, which ones are paid for experiences?
There's a $10 charge for the Van Gogh experience, and then for Diane's lunch and learn as well. And again, that's just, we're providing some refreshments, so.
Well, I love this. And now we don't just have to be a tenant of the wedge to be a part of this.
This is open to the public. This is not exclusive to members. We welcome people to come in, take advantage of this. Network in between. That's kind of the whole point, too. Let's get this community bustling with business and things that, people can collaborate on and work together and,
Well, it's fantastic. Well, and now where are we meeting at? Is it throughout the wedge?
It is. It's going to be mostly on the rooftop in our largest classroom in 402.
Sure. Okay.
We do have, I believe, maybe one. But the registration explains all of that to anybody. You can go to our website, thewedge.space, and click on events, and that'll take you straight to the full list of the programming, get you registered. We do require that people register because we do have limited capacity for this. Our classroom seats about 45 people. So that'll max us out. But
events. I'm putting you on the spot.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. There you go. And it'll take you right there to all of them that are coming up for Entrepreneur Week. Just like this, the Van Gogh experience. Click on it. It'll take you to it. You can get your tickets. That's a paid-for experience, but really just another great opportunity. So how many spaces are at the wedge? When can we see you for filling it up?
There's two single offices available. I have a double office available. And we've obviously got these storefront large suite spaces that if somebody's got a whole team they want to bring in, we can kind of custom tailor that for people. So, but I don't expect they'll be open long. That doesn't tend to be the case around here. So,
Stephanie, it's always great talking with you in the wedge. And we can't wait to celebrate Entrepreneurship Week with you.
I look forward to it.
We'll take a quick break. We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. Sydney will take care of that for us. Stephanie, we'll see you soon, and we'll come back with more Daily Show right after this on RiverBender and Roku.
Awesome.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Welcome back, Daily Show. 9. I do get paid. 10:20. That's the time. Brad and Mark in the studio. American Digital Security. Get ready for the road show. February the 26th. And this is going to be a really nice event. 10 to 4:30 p.m. on the day. And we were talking before we came on, Brad, Mark, and just a great opportunity for, really businesses that are all throughout this region, those small, maybe mid-sized businesses, to see what's out there to really help them help themselves.
Absolutely. Most of these companies don't know what's available today, and we find that the smaller, medium-sized businesses get overlooked by a lot of the integrators in the industry, and we want to change that. We want to bring them in, show them what's available, show the technology off, and just make them feel like they're as important as the big guys in this industry.
Fantastic. And before we go into the highlights of the event, take me through your guys' background with ADS and just our American Digital Security and your tenure there.
You want to go first?
Mark's the GM
Mark's
of
got
the
it.
St. Louis office, yeah.
I'm the general manager at the St. Louis branch.
Okay.
I had 30 years in telecom prior to getting into the security industry. Okay. 5 years in the security industry, and the technology, a lot of it is just mind-blowing. It improves every day. There's something new every day. If you don't want to keep learning, this is the wrong spot to be. Everything from your standard core products, just CCTV, access control, to autonomous drone surveillance or thermal radar imaging, things along those lines. There's a lot of stuff available that can help every business, small, medium, large. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely. And Brad, what are your thoughts, your background with the company?
I started in this industry in '98, so I've been doing it a couple of years. And, we do everything from large sports entertainment complexes in St. Louis, pro sports, hospitals, healthcare, K through 12. So, like Mark said, it's an ever-changing industry, and you got to stay on top of it.
Well, and you guys truly have one of the true industries where someone's always trying to beat you, right?
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm sure, the research and the homework side of things is so vital for what you guys do when you're meeting with businesses of all sizes.
And nobody's problems are the same. Everybody has a different issue they're trying to fix, whether it's employee theft, whether it's security, whether it's safety for staff and students at schools, or, just property protection, these storage lots and stuff like that that's got boats, campers, we can protect all of that. So everybody's got a different story and a different issue they're trying to fix, so it keeps it kind of fun.
Well, and that really leads into to my next point is the who, why, what, and where's of this event is because, if I'm a business owner, I really wouldn't know where to start when it comes to, I would just think, okay, should I go and ask about some, cameras? Is that just it? Or not really understanding what that need is?
Let's start with... We've got a great team of guys, several guys with double-digit years in the industry.
Yeah.
But we'll come out and we'll do a threat assessment, no charge to the customer. There's other things outside of the security realm that you can use within security. For instance, heat maps.
Oh, that's interesting.
For a retail operation, so you can tell where people spend the most time, which end cap is getting the most traffic. Really? So that can help you with your marketing and things along those lines. So there's a lot that you can do with our products other than just security.
And now, is there an option too? And this is just top of the head thing where even for venues where they can use it for really getting an accurate number on guests
Absolutely.
and attendance and all that good thing.
People tracking coming in, coming out, the delta difference between the two. The software is smart enough to tell you, hey, when business closed, there's 3 more people that came in, but they didn't exit. Where are they at? So, banks, retail stores, stuff like that you read stories of people hiding in a room,
living in Toys R Us.
Exactly. So there's different things out there, but the main thing is changing the age-old security. Being reactive. Somebody broke in, we pull the camera footage and we do it. And now we're going to be proactive with all the analytics. It takes the legwork out of having to do the research yourself. Let the systems do it for you.
Absolutely.
And as Brad's talking about people counting, it just kind of reminds me that, we've heard about vape sensors for years now, right?
Oh, yeah.
For vape and smoke detection, THC, that type of stuff. We now call those environmental sensors because they do so much more air quality, but they also count people. So
wow,
it's a perfect opportunity if, a space that has to be private, you want to know how many people's in it. There's no camera, so it can count people without having a camera attached to it.
And I'm guessing without violating certain laws.
All the rights, HIPAA rights, everything is all protected by this.
This is fantastic. So, I guess the biggest question is, I'm sure the thought of the price could maybe scare some small businesses or medium-sized business, but I'm sure that there's something for everybody.
There is a budget for everybody. We have financing terms with people too.
Oh, yeah.
We have vendors that offer in-house financing for the small business. We do lease programs. We can get creative to fit anybody's needs. That's why we're trying to get the small business mind to think that, hey, we can do this too.
It's obtainable.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if we do a threat assessment, we can map out a plan, maybe phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take care of your biggest vulnerabilities first, and then kind of layer it as we progress and the funds become available.
You know how I told you I get paid for this? It's at Rustic Roots. I forgot to throw that big detail out. February the 26th, Rustic Roots, and really just a great space, a big space for this, so I'm sure you're going to have it full jam-packed.
There'll be free lunch. Nikki G's one of our caterers.
Oh, they're great.
They're going to be providing free lunch. Then we have Motorola and Verkada sponsoring a happy hour. Mingle network with the other businesses, the other manufacturers, so it'll be a good day.
Absolutely. Before we take a quick break and we come back to this conversation, you can go right now to the RiverBender.com event section. See this right here? That is the American Digital Security Roadshow. You go down here and RSVP for your spot. It'll take you right there. You can fill out all that great information. No cost to attend, but really just gathering details and make sure that we got enough love for everybody.
And the live demo schedule is at the bottom of that page.
Oh, good. Well, we'll be talking about that in a second, because that's... Now, I got to ask you, one CJ question. For the threat assessment, do you guys try to break into their business or something?
There's different levels of it, but we'll definitely expose your weak spots in your plan, yeah.
Great question.
One of the fun parts of the job.
10:28, we'll come back and talk all about the St. Louis Security Roadshow through ADS. You stay there. We'll be here, RiverBender.com, Roku TV.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit AltonElite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Timber! With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Daily Show, welcome back, 10:30 on the nose. The ADS, American Digital Security. I didn't realize that's what ADS was for the longest time, so now I'm just kind of stuck saying it, it's kind of just, it feels good. And it feels good knowing that you're protected in your business, and you can be a part of this security roadshow. And you guys are flying in folks all throughout the country to be a part of this. And I think it's really cool to have an organization and a corporation so large really focusing in on just the smaller side of the market, because I'm sure some of the lucrative, those high security stakes, the sports teams, that's what everyone chases, but there's still needs here.
There's a lot of need for the small business, and more now than it used to be. It used to be just a burglar alarm for small business, and now that's pretty dated. So just trying to change the way they think about it and the way they go to market. So
fantastic. And we were teasing before we went to break that there's going to be some demos that are available that day as well. And, let's go through that. What are some of the demos that we're going to be experiencing, those live presentations? I know that they start at 11:35.
Yep, 11:35. So we've got live presentations from several of our vendors. We got Motorola. They do everything from body cameras, LPRs, to traditional access control and cameras. We've got Vaxtor, which is a company that's all AI software for tracking containers, whether that's on the rails, the rivers, the highways, semis, anything that's got a DOT number it can track. Then we have the cloud offerings for security and cameras and access control from Verkada and Avigilon. We have the traditional security at DMP, which is your traditional burglar alarms. They have cameras and access control as well. iPro is a partner of ours that specializes a lot in K through 12. Mm-hmm. They have a Class Secure. They have panic systems for the healthcare and education platforms.
That's great. Real quick, for private schools and even because there's a lot newer private schools opening up throughout the Riverbend. What a great opportunity.
Absolutely. And, that's what makes the news a lot, unfortunately, is a lot of the school issues. And we do a lot of K through 12. Zero Eyes is an AI partner of ours that is a visible weapons detection. So it uses your existing systems, your existing cameras, puts an overlay onto it, and will alert 911 and the owners when they see a visible firearm without any interaction from humans. We've got Evolve, which is our walkthrough, basically concealed carry weapon detection system. You see them at the Blues, you see them at the Cardinals. Then we got Land Sky.
Not to cut you off, could those be used at a bar?
Absolutely. There's a lot of them deployed, especially around college towns.
Makes sense. Wow.
Columbia, stuff like that. So, everybody's supposed to be paying attention to the concealed carry stickers on the windows, but, it goes on without being watched too much. So it's a layer of security for it. Land Sky AI is our drone partner, so they have 2 locations. They monitor and man the drones from their locations. They can do on schedules. Our cameras can trigger the drones to pop out automatically. They can go up to about a 45-mile range, all FAA approved, all licensed through those.
And is that to make sure survey land and
so
check?
Basically it's a large site perimeter. So that or PDs. A camera triggers something, that drone can go there. It can be there before emergency response. You can see what's going on, so your first responders know what they're walking into. They're getting the live feedback from it, and they don't have to have a full-time employee scheduled or trained how to fly that. It's all done remotely.
Fantastic.
So that's a cool offering.
It also will sometimes circumvent the need for human interaction.
Because, they can communicate through it two-way. They can talk down. Crowd disbursement, just like on a block party, they can fly it over the top. They can talk through it. They see a fight, whatever it is, and shut it down before it happens.
A kid runs out on a football field at a school after hours. That drone could be enough of a deterrent where you don't have to send a an officer
and waste
out
resources.
there too. Right,
Yep.
right.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And then we got thermal radar, which is perimeter protection, all based off of thermal imaging radar sensors. We can cover about 200 acres with one sensor. Know if it's a difference between a car, a human, a dog, a deer, whatever it is. So that'll be on display.
200 acres.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive stuff. So we'll have that there. Then LPRs, body cameras from Motorola. So just a lot of different stuff for people to get hands-on, meet with the vendors, meet with the manufacturers, and see it firsthand.
And some of this stuff that's not going to be a live demo, I mean, we're going to have Lincore sound masking on display. Salto, which is a
wireless locks,
wireless access control platform, power solutions like Ultronics and Eaton Trip Light. So there's going to be a lot of stuff there. And not everybody has time to do a demo, but it's going to be on display and there'll be a booth and people have the opportunity to experience it.
Well, and honestly, just a great thing to experience, and honestly, I'm sure there's so many people that have no clue about half of the stuff existing.
Absolutely.
DAS systems, Motorola radios.
Yeah.
We have a cybersecurity company that's a sister company of ours that they're offering analysis on cybersecurity of businesses. They're going to be there talking about it. Just there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, and now there is going to be a happy hour from 4:15 to 5:45, so that way you guys, after you're learning all this, and
you can relax a little bit,
you're ready to go forward with your security features. This is going to be cool, and I think that there's a lot that really tie in just specifically to the Riverbend, and really could help so many folks out
Absolutely.
there.
So can we count on CJ to show up?
Well, I don't. What can I get down here to make me safe? Because that door is not really helping nobody.
I mean, we can put some access control on that door for you.
I think a mouse could fart to break that window, I don't know. But, I actually do want to check this out because this is something new for me to really experience. And what I think so important is really just to get an insight to really the advancements in this industry regardless, because it would blow folks away, I think, especially like 5 years. You've been in since 98, so I can only imagine the whirlwind
different.
that
different.
And even in 5 years, just the constant, refresh of ideas and the reemergence of new technology.
And what we don't want people to think is we're expecting everybody to want to buy something. We want them to come see it, whether it's planning for next year, the year after for your business. Maybe you're buying a new building and you're thinking about, wiring and doing it now in a remodel. We want everybody to come, whether you need it now or 6 months down the road. It's a good experience to see it all.
As you see on your screen there, we're in the bottom part of that. You can also register for a chance to win some St. Louis Blues tickets, too.
Absolutely.
That's correct.
I like that. So whenever you go, you click on the event calendar, you find this RSVP for your spot here. Register to attend and just take a look at this. There's going to be some really great information on this, and maybe do a little bit of research before you go, and have an idea of what you're looking for and how they can help you help your business.
We appreciate your time, and we look forward to seeing everybody.
I like this.
Thank you very much, CJ.
So I got to ask you, before I let you go, one more CJ question. Some of these security demonstrations are pretty fun, I've seen. Which has been the most memorable for you that you've been able to encounter?
I think the drone stuff like that is probably the most eye-opening for people to see the roof hatch open. The drone deploys on its own.
They call it a hive.
Yeah,
so it's the bee coming out of the hive.
It's like advanced, stuff.
Outside of that, I think probably the thermal radar imaging is just really
and the visual gun
attention.
detection.
Yeah.
We did a lot of local schools with it. So seeing firsthand law enforcement it knows the difference between a holstered weapon and a brandished weapon. So it's smart enough to know that automatically. So we're learning every day too. On new technology comes out, we try to stay up, but it's ever changing. So just exciting times.
Thanks, guys, for stopping by and filling us in on this.
Appreciate it.
We'll take a quick break. 10:37, a little bit of change. We're going to come back with the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers, learn more about them right after this one.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Daily Show, welcome back. This has become a staple interview. Like it's almost scheduled every year at this point.
I know, right? We'll be back next year.
Well, I just really love the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers Association. Love what you guys do, and really just love the fact that this workshop keeps getting more and more immersive. You know, and really a chance to gain better insights and knowledge on this topic. We got the whole gang back in the studio today. Where do we start? This is going to be a fun weekend, and we're 10 days away.
So, yeah, it's
already
coming up
almost
close.
here.
Melissa, where do we want to start off?
So this year we've actually expanded our workshop. It's usually a one-day event. We've added Friday this year because we do a survey at the end of everything or at the end of every workshop. And one of the things people requested was a little bit something for the 2 to 3 year beekeeper that's not so advanced, but something that's practical for every beekeeper could use. Mm-hmm. So we've done that by adding Thursday and Friday.
That'd be the 20th. Yeah. So we typically on the 21st, that would be a Saturday. We have two separate classes running. One is a beginner. The other one is the experienced level. It has a lot of scientific based information and things like that. The beginner series is definitely very basic. It has a lot to do with just the foundation of beekeeping. And that's really what's important, right? You got to get people started off on the right foot, and education is definitely where it's at. So
1,000%. And you know, I really think that, you know, the last couple of times I've spoke with you, and I've had beekeepers from this side of the river on the show, and that is by far the biggest disconnect, you know, from a new inexperienced beekeeper, someone that's new to the to this, and then someone that's done it for forever and has established hives, is that learning curve. And really the common phrase, if I would have known then what I know now, we'd have been in a lot better shape.
That's right.
And when I started, that's what I did. I went to the workshop, learned a whole bunch, and boy, I'm so glad that I did. I mean,
well, and Mike, this is the first time you've been in the studio.
It is.
How long have you been with the association?
10, 11 years.
Oh,
So I've been
wow.
doing it about that long. And I'm a small beekeeper. These guys have like way more.
We have talked
way
about
more hives. I have 6 hives in my backyard.
Fantastic.
In suburban St. Louis and Glendale.
Wow.
And I enjoy the heck out of it. But again, it's a growing science. And I thought it'd be like a nice casual thing to do. And I find this really deep wealth of knowledge that I think with beekeeping what's really nice is you share this knowledge because you're trying to, perfect what you do. And the other thing too is you need to, it's like any agricultural type of thing with animals. You're trying to keep them healthy so that, and again, it's also, there's other ramifications too with nature and
absolutely. Well, and just take me through 10 years, and just because we've had a little bit of background on the beekeeping on this side of the table. That's right. Maybe someone that has maybe a smaller hive, or they want to get started and have maybe just a couple of them. Take me through the 10 years. How long did it take for you to get to where you are now? And then also just the experience and the fulfillment that you get having the bees and tending to them.
Well, I love doing it. There's a little bit of a challenge because you're scared. You got essentially a box with a bunch of stinging insects. But the fact of the matter is, when you have some sort of mastery over that, it's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
And it can be very fulfilling. Now, I also have to say is there are some days I feel like I'm a total novice because there are certain things that crop up that are problems that we didn't have before, or there's ways to do things that I never thought about. So it's a very deep pool of knowledge, and
that's where the education and the workshops.
That's exactly what it is. So that's why I look forward to this every year, because you're going to meet the best and brightest people in the country.
That's right. And Dan, take me through the improvements this year.
Yeah, so like we had mentioned earlier on, so we actually have added that intermediate class. So again, we have the full beginner, the full experienced, and a couple people said, hey, we felt like we were missing some of that in between. And we're like, you know what? Great point, because sometimes sitting on this side of the table, you may not recognize certain things, right? So we need that perspective of people that we're educating, which is our first and foremost goal, is right with the community, educating them and making them better beekeepers, so that again, all around, we can increase our impact with the environment in a positive way, and that's kind of where we're at. So that intermediate level is kind of where we were at with it this year. It was a very, very small added cost onto it. Again, our goal is here in the community is to educate folks, is what it is. And the EMBA being around for more than 70 years, I mean, that's quite some time. That's pretty impressive in my opinion. And again, so we had big shoes to fill, and we're going to carry that torch and continue to help to educate the people around us. So definitely, if anybody has been thinking about beekeeping in the future, this is where you need to start, the education process. And again, for a very, very small fee, you can get just that. And it's a well-rounded educational event. And we continue to educate on the club level too, on a monthly basis. So people need to keep that in mind also.
And we'll talk about that when we come back from this break. But we've been teasing this enough. And before we take our break, I got to ask Melissa and I got to ask Dan, how are the hives? Take us through your, for the folks that are not familiar with your guys' hives and what you guys have going on. Fill us in. How many do we have, and your background in this?
Well, so I'm gonna stop you a second. Dan was our past president.
Oh, damn
and
it,
he's
Tom.
not with
Here I am, CJ, present and accounted for, my friend.
I got to call you out on your own show. Sorry.
I was going to wait till break.
Well, I don't know why, I had my notes in here from the last time we talked, and I'm looking at the picture of you, Dan, and Tom now, in the studio, so I'm reading the wrong.
So, no, you're good. Dan's great. We love Dan. Dan's still helping us out with the workshop. He's just retiring so he can travel.
Right. This is going to make the blooper.
But hey, for the educational purposes, I'll answer anybody, CJ. We're here for the community, okay? We're here for the community.
But we're like at 200 hives.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I remember last time I was just blown away and thought, where do you even start to manage that? And what I think, though, in all seriousness, to tie this back in, is just it's so cool from 6 to 200 or more or in between. I don't know what the over or under is after 200, but you're getting a lot of background there, and you're getting a lot of like-minded people that have the same goal. Wherever you're in the suburban area of St. Louis, or you're in the country and you're able to utilize more land, it's just really cool that there's an opportunity for everybody when it comes to beekeeping.
There definitely is, especially with suburban. Like, there are people in St. Louis City, they keep bees on rooftops.
Yeah. Really?
So that is, and we've actually been approached by hotels that want to get into that and have hives placed placed on their rooftops and be maintained by outside beekeepers, because just they might get different tax benefits for that.
Gotcha.
They might be able to just promote being green or, just
There's
different
actually
aspects of that.
There's
So-
actually some other reasons too, like, just in terms of like, pest management and
Yeah,
other
no,
things.
for sure.
There can be some benefits, strangely, for that. By the way, Alton would be a wonderful place to do it.
I think
this place is surrounded by trees. It's on the river. It's a beautiful area.
Well, we have a few in town, a couple that make their own honey, and I know that my family utilizes them, but it'd be nice to have more, especially the rooftop thing, because we have some taller buildings here.
Yeah.
7 stories is nothing to scoff at,
That's right.
Yeah.
Bees are really good at flying. So they can work on
and
that
they can
level.
fly up to 3 miles from the hive.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And they will if needed. Now they'll go to closer areas for pollen and nectar, but they can fly up to 3.
They have to, yep. They will.
We need the bees.
Yeah, we
That's
definitely need the bees.
1,000%.
Definitely.
We'll be back in with the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers, the 2026 workshop, set for 2 days now. We're adding a day, the 20th and the
That's right.
21st. We'll be back with more right after this. RiverBender.com. Roku TV. I do promise you guys I get paid. I'm not just somebody
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Daily Show. Welcome back with our friends of the Eastern Missouri Beekeepers Association. I'm going to get this right. Tom, Melissa, and Mike.
There you go. Good job.
You should have seen this damn commercial break. So, going back in, take us through the speakers. You got some pretty renowned individuals coming in on this topic. Where do we start?
So on Friday, the 20th, we've got our intermediate course, which is an add-on course. You have to buy the Saturday ticket to buy a Friday ticket.
Okay.
So on Friday, Tom will be speaking. Brian Zavada will be speaking, who is with Flower Street Farms out of Colorado, and he's also the Colorado State Beekeepers Association president.
Wow.
And then we also have on that Friday Jim Masucci speaking. And Jim Masucci, he's a local person from St. Louis, and he's very much into research. He worked for Bayer, and then helped develop the new mite treatment in Naroa. He was in the early stages of all the testing and field testing and all that kind of stuff. So he's a very knowledgeable person. He spoke at our club as well as the workshop a few different times. So those are the three guys who'll be speaking on Friday. I keep wanting to say Thursday. On Friday. And then I'll let Tom tell you about the Saturday speakers.
Yeah, so Saturday, again, we have that full beginner panel, and that is actually taught by a bunch of the St. Louis locals. So again, talking about localized beekeeping, which is really important. Sometimes when you look at the beekeeping aspect from area to area, that can vary a little bit based upon practices or different techniques, timing, things of that nature. So we have some great, very seasoned beekeepers that are being teaching that beginner course.
Well, Kent Williams will be teaching one part of it also, and so will Brian Zavada.
That's right. Yeah, so we do have our friend Brian Zavada and Kent Williams both will be having one of those classes inside of there too, but the other ones are all great native St. Louisans. And then on our experience side, which also runs kind of parallel to that, on Saturday the 21st, we have some great speakers lined up for and these are cutting edge guys in the field, top tier notch. As far as what they're doing in their industry. Greg Rogers, we have Kent Williams, mentioned him already, Brian Zavada, Jim Masucci. We also have a gentleman out of the USDA, I'm sorry, not the USDA, forgive me, out of the University of Georgia, Athens, Lewis Bartlett. And then again, a couple of our local favorites, John Posh and Ken Heitkamp. So again, excited for all of them to be teaching. All of them are experts in their field. And again, this is going to be second to none when it comes to education and the execution of it. So we're looking forward to it.
Fantastic. And take me through the Honey and Vendor Show.
So the Honey and Vendor Show, so actually on Friday, if you are interested in entering honey shows or becoming a honey judge, we're actually hosting the American Honey Show Training Council. They'll be holding a class on Friday. That's a whole separate charge goes through the American Honey Show Training Council. You sign up with them. So that is an amazing class. If you don't want to be a honey judge and you just want to be more competitive in honey shows, perfect your wax, your honey, all that, fabulous class. Highly recommend it. And with that, we'll also be having our own honey show. This will be our second year holding it. And you can start dropping items off on Friday afternoon, evening, and then to 9 o'clock, I think it is, Saturday morning. And we'll have ribbons and prizes for the most fabulous displays that you can bring in.
I love this. Well, and now what about the banquet?
So the banquet is also an annual thing that EMBA has done forever. It seems like
usually with a Mardi Gras.
It's kind of like a meet and greet banquet. The majority of our speakers will be there. A lot of the vendors will be there. It's Friday evening from 6 to 9, I believe. And we've got a great dinner plan. And Kent Williams and Charlie Linder will be our guest speakers at the banquet. So we'll have guest speakers at the banquet also.
Yeah. And I was going to say, out of all the years I've been doing this, Kent Williams is probably my favorite speaker ever.
Yeah.
Like the guy's magic with
bees. Well, we were talking, and you really made a great point about this, is the fact that, it's for folks that really have never even started a hive to go in, or maybe, just to gain that insight, and really, get as much as you can before you start.
Yeah, I think when I first got into it, I thought I'll buy some bees, put them in a box, and sit and watch them in the backyard. And it's not.
Yeah, that's right.
It's managed animals, so it's like in the tradition of agriculture, right? And if you want good results, you have to take care of them.
Absolutely. What was the biggest surprise to you about the process?
Gosh, I don't know if this is necessarily a surprise in a way, but that when you walk in with confidence and you know what you're doing, that you can do things. So one of the things is,
gotcha, I hear
you typically smoke them when you go in, and the idea with the smoking is they're supposed to. Then they go to the comb. They want to eat the honey. It supposed to neutralizes them. half the time I don't smoke them unless they get agitated.
Mm-hmm.
I do it barehanded.
That because I've seen a lot of
I do
folks doing
barehanded
that,
with
yeah.
a veil and a light sweatshirt because it's way too hot for all the equipment. Some days, like I
Dude,
go in,
I bet in the
and
July
it's like
months.
I get if you're out there for a couple hours and this equipment, it can. So I wear a light veil, a light sweatshirt, and do it barehanded if I can, unless they're agitated. Then I'll throw on gloves.
Can you tell when they're agitated?
Oh yeah, they make a lot of noise and they'll buzz at you and stuff. But like sometimes you
get a smell, a banana smell.
Yes, yeah.
Banana,
yeah. The banana smell is their
Amazing
pheromone
off,
for intruder alert, right?
I'll be darned.
And so sometimes I can go through a whole hive, and they're just doing their thing, and I finish up and close it up. I had one time where I went through this hive, and it was my best hive at the time, and I went through the whole thing, and was just putting it away, and I looked down, and it's like, oh, did I bring an extra veil? And I forgot that I had like a garden hat on, and I thought it was wearing my veil, and I went through the entire thing with no veil and nothing.
That was
yeah, no, they were fine. They're fine. And again,
you had a good day.
If I'm doing it right,
they understand, right?
They understand, unless they have problems. If they lose a queen, they'll be agitated. If there's they're overloaded with parasites, they'll be agitated. So there's things that sometimes they'll tell you by being agitated as well.
I tried to smoke mine out, but they don't like camels.
No.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. So take me.
Now they all have lung cancer.
Yeah. That's why they all buzz like this. That's right. So how much is tickets and all that good stuff? What's pricing run?
So right now, for the banquet dinner, it's $48 for a ticket for that. I am not sure about the training council show. I think it's either $95, $100, but again, that's their own pricing. We don't have anything to do with that. The ticket for the Saturday workshops is $115. If you want to add on Friday, the intermediate is $40.
Okay.
And I will say the value that you're getting for that add-on ticket is just crazy, because for that Friday ticket, I mean, that's not even paying for our speakers. That's basically covering our food costs, because we will have lunch served and we will have snacks that day.
Oh, nice.
And beverages. So basically that $40 just covers our food fees for Friday.
And where will we see you guys at?
So we will be at the Sunset Event Space, which is attached to the Route 66 Holiday Inn in Sunset Hills.
Yeah.
And the Twisted Tree restaurant. It's all one complex. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty much right there at 44 and 270.
Nice. Before I let you go, what are you guys hoping the public and people that go take out the most from this?
Education and a sense of community.
That's right.
And to learn how to better what they do, or to learn how to do it. Period. If it's a beginner course, they feel confident enough to.
And we'll have 19 vendors there, so the people also have plenty of opportunity to put their hands on beekeeping equipment and be more familiar with that, and talk to the vendors, as well as the speakers. So
it'll definitely be a very, very well-rounded experience. It's not just one-sided where we're just educating one beginner level or experience. We're covering all bases, and potentially providing people with, honestly, great American companies that are producing great American beekeeping supplies at a great and affordable price. So they typically get a little better pricing when they come in to our event, because again, some of these guys that we have that are going to be there, just for example, At.AM out of Arizona, you have 21st Bee out of Arkansas. These are great American companies that these guys give us their best pricing on, and typically that's not an everyday pricing too. So again, people coming to there, that's more added value to this already educational and community event.
Absolutely. So long for now. You can find out more information, EasternMoBeekeepers.com. That's EasternMoBeekeepers.com. We'll see you back here on the show tomorrow. Man, it's a busy show and my hairspray falls out. Until then, just try your best as always. Enjoy the nice day at 62 degrees. What are you doing? Get out of your house.
Beautiful.
And try your best to stay out of jail.